Hello folks, 01 here. We got Texas Star 667 I just repaired. Put him a little fan on the bottom. He may want to run it upside down or prop it up. But Texas Star should have had a fan on to start with. Did a wire upgrade. But anyway, let's look at this puppy. Now I'm going to try to explain a few things the best I can to my knowledge. I'm no professional by no means. But we got a few things going on in Texas Stars that can give you a lot of trouble. First thing, these switches. They're soldered on the top and bottom of the board, and you got a double traced board with traces on top and bottom. So if anything goes wrong, you got to pull all them boards out. They can be a real pain. Relays, terrible to change. But that's that's average. Everybody knows that. And I'll kind of give you a walkthrough what I did. I rebuilt this trioid, a combiner trioid, whatever you want to call it. Let me get one camera right there. All right, replace that cap, that cap, that cap, that cap, all the swamping caps. I replaced all the bias and resistors, and I'll get into that in just a second. I replaced 2 pills. Actually, we used pills. I put 4 10-ohm resistors in it. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on this big bad boy. Alright, let me explain to you about Texas Stars. I'm going to be running this on 13.8 volts. I'll run it on this power supply right here. I'm not going to run it on my big 15.5. The reason why is because the biasing in the Texas Star, the way it works. In the Texas Star, you got 1, 2, 3 biasing resistors. Are they all equal with the power on the amp? From the base of the transistor to ground, they equal about 0.6 volts. And if you got anything different than that, your biasing's messed up. And what's going to happen? It's going to blow transistors. You know how cheap the tubes are. We can all afford that, right? So that's really why I don't like Texas Stars. Because you got, if you check the transistor, the base to the ground, you got 0.6 volts. If the biasing's right. If the biasing resistor's blown, and you try to key this amp and put RF to it with the biasing off, automatically blow a transistor every time. Or if the bias resistors, just anything goes wrong with resistors on the biasing, you're going to blow a transistor. It can cause you to eat transistors. Now they're classed AB biased, or B. They're actually B. People say they're AB. And also, when you got it cut off, you should check from here to ground. You should have about 1.6 ohms here to ground. And when you check your voltage, you got to key your amp manually over here, and you should have 0.6 volts to ground. That's the best way I can explain it. That's why I don't like biasing. All biasing is, for those that don't know, the best of my knowledge, and I'm not no professional, it turns the transistor on, puts 0.6 of a volt of power to the transistor all the time. So when you key, the transistor is already cut on, which makes it cleaner for sideband because the transistor stays cut on and don't shut on and off in between words on your voice. I mean, it's really nothing to it, but when you bias an amp, it also, especially Texas Star, makes it weaker. Easier to blow transistors, and it's just causes a lot of trouble. And we don't need that as C-beers. We don't need these switches. We don't need this biasing. I mean, not for C-beers. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that we don't need to cause us problems. I really think whoever invented Texas Star is some big smart engineer. It said, okay, I'm going to build an amp that all C-beers are going to want, but I'm going to try to make it where the dumb people can't fix it. But it can be a job, and that's why I don't really repair Texas Stars. But this is a buddy deal, and I'm trying to help him out. He's been a good customer. He's got Donkey-Stomper amps, yada yada yada. I also want to give a shout out to Gatekeeper. He repairs these things all the time, and that's why he's behind. I've got about 12 hours in this with glasses, reading my Texas Star manual, schematics. I mean, I had to really be careful because, like I said, one mistake, key RF into it, buy transistors, what, 70 bucks a piece? But I just wanted to try to explain that to everybody what biasing is. Biasing is voltage on the input of the transistor that's on all the time, just a small amount of voltage. This way when you speak, the transistor don't shut off in between words. I mean, it's that simple. But anyway, I hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed the video. But let's do a little test review. Like I said, I'm no genius. I just give you the redneck terms of it, okay? We're going to be running the Galaxy 88, 13.8 volts. Reflect power, we'll start out here. 5-watt reverse, low power. Audio, hello, 1, 2, 3. Average power, 500 watt slug. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Almost 300 average. That's low with the variable wide open. Average power, PEP, 500 watt slug. Oh, audio in the corner, 13.8, got down. We're gonna go over to the 1000 watt slug on low. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Check, check, breaker, 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 500. Oh, input tone, 0, 1, 2, 3. Go back here and turn on high, turn the variable off. Some of them, the variable stays on all the time, this one it don't, okay? Of course, you gotta watch your little meter. Take stars, good about that. The light comes on, it lets you know things are right. The meter moves. All right, 1000 watt slug, wide open. Audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, audio, 600, 600, 600, 600. Now, if the right voltage and the right drive and treated right, these things are mean. But how many seabears are gonna do that? Not none of us. But anyway, 1000 watt slug. Oh, audio 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Audio check, 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 breaker, 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 check, 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 breaker, 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 check, 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 breaker, 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 got down. And oh, we'll look at average. Average on high. Check, check, breaker, breaker, check, check, breaker, breaker, check, check, breaker, breaker, got down. I mean, and these are good talking little amps, you know, driven easy, on the right volts, and taken care of. Oh, audio 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I put it on a big supply, it'd probably do 900 for a few minutes. But if I put it on a big supply, keyed up on the area, it might last about 30 minutes. But anyway, I just want to kind of explain to y'all what all I've done and what all I've been through. I hope that maybe helps some people understand the biasing between a biased amp and a non-biased amp. And I did the wire upgrade too, by the way. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And shout out to Gatekeeper on the Texas Star Repair, man. You can have them. Y'all free in 10, 018 Beavis, and I'm back quiet.